What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have another tier list. I will put every fight on the UFC Noche UFC 306 on a tier list. My criteria here is watchability, level of entertainment, where it's spotted on the card, if it's too high, too low, and if it has ranking implications. So without further ado, enjoy the intro. Starting off with the first fight of the night, Raul Rosas versus Aorichi Lang. I mean, the fact that this is the first fight of the card, it's so stupid. I don't think this is going to be very exciting. I don't think this will last too long. I think this is going to be a quick finish for El Niño Problema. So I'll put this in B tier because there's, he's getting some octagon interview time, and he can make it good again with the whole chi wee wees thing. He has to say it for sure. I mean, this is this year. Everybody wants to hear it. He has to do it. Next up, Josh Van and Chirus. I mean, this is going to be a war, but at the end of the day, it's flyweight, and I don't think Chirus is very skilled. Van is very small, so I'm gonna put this in B tier. Yeah. Next up, Jasmine Jauregui and Keetlin Sousa go straight into C tier. It's in the right spot. Jauregui, she's good. Keetlin Sousa sucks balls. She couldn't finish Martin. Man, she is terrible. This is going to be just 15 minutes of Jauregui styling on her. But I think she can finish her. So, yeah, I'll put this in C tier. Bahamondes, Manuel Torres. This is A tier. No ranking implications. And I think this is going to end pretty fast. I don't think this goes over 1.5. So I have to put this in A tier. If they were ranked or on the brink of a top 15 fight, I would definitely put this in S tier. But for now, I'll just have to leave it in the A tier. Next up, Irene Aldana and Norma Dumont. I mean, I cannot do it. Honestly, for a women's fight, this is a B tier. It's not bad. But this is not terrible. It may be a little bit too low. I would have put this in the main card, like I said on my rescheduling of the order of these bouts. This fight, I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't think anybody cares about these two fighters. I don't think it's going to be very exciting. No ranking implications whatsoever. One fighter is 1-0, the other is an underachiever. This is the UFC should be ashamed of themselves of putting this in the main card. I mean, people are paying $80 for this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Sale Huber Ribovics. Goes straight up into S tier. Ribovics is a dog. He's not getting KO'd. He's going to get styled on the first 2 rounds. And if Sale Huber takes his foot off the gas for just a second, Ribovics is dangerous. He's dangerous. He's going to have a huge reach disadvantage. That's why I don't think he does enough to get the finish in that third round. But both of these guys' faces will be dripping in blood. It's going to be a great fight. Great energy from both guys. And Ryan Garcia will have a win on the UFC 306. Ortega Lopez. Now that we saw Ortega's body, I think he's done. I honestly, I know he's talked about moving to 155, but he looks fat, man. He looks fat. I know he never really had this amazing physique. He wasn't jacked, and I don't think he was very very athletic. But he looks horrible. I don't think he's making weight. I honestly don't think he's making weight. I think he's retiring. I'm calling it now. I think Brian Ortega will retire after this fight. It seems that his mind isn't in the right place. It wouldn't surprise me that if he retires, he tries to make a comeback later. But for now, I think the guy looks horrible. I don't think this fight is going to be as exciting. And honestly, it wouldn't shock me if Lopez finishes him. Because this is not T-City, okay? This is Brian Ortega. This is not T-City, man. He's not. Something is wrong. Something's not right. We move on. Grasso and Shevchenko. I mean, we've seen this already 2 times. Is it for a co-main? Grasso, she's fan favorite, so I'm not going to put this in the B tier. So I'll just leave this in the A tier for now. Merab and Sean O'Malley. Merab's been waiting for this 10 years. O'Malley, the UFC wants him to be the face of the UFC so bad. I think he finishes him. I think it may be a slow start, but Merab's an idiot at the end of the day. He'll just spam takedowns from the start. I think O'Malley's going to catch him sooner rather than later. So I have to put this in the S tier. For a main event, it's not it's actually good. And I think that both of these guys have done a relatively good job on, promoting, getting people engaged on the fight. So I have to put this in the S tier. I really want to bump this down and bump this Jauregui fight up to B tier, because I honestly think pretty much all of these fights except Rodriguez versus Osborne are very, very, very good fights, very entertaining. But it's just the order of how the card is constructed. I totally disagree with it. So that's basically my problem. And the other thing is, I don't think there's any elite level fights with household names other than O'Malley, I guess, but a lot of people shit on him. But I will say about O'Malley, I think he's just trying to please the UFC. Because I don't think he's, I think all of this is just an act. And it works because, people hate him, some people love him. And at the end of the day, this is a business, and he's doing his job. But that will be it for me. That is the end of the video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me on my rankings. And I'll see you tomorrow on the buy or sell segment for this card. Stay blessed.